Hi, this is Karen from Darkroom Door, and I'm just going to show you how to make a quick and easy, quite different card to most Valentine cards. This uses our RS57 Lovebird set, and it also uses our border stamp number 14. We start off with a piece of card that's 6 inches by 4 inches, and the mount it's going to be put onto is 6.5 by 4.5, and then I'd mount this onto a 7 by 5 card. So the first thing we need to do is we need to stamp the birds. So these are our new stamping blocks. They come in 2 sizes and they both come in a pack. So this is an A3 size and the other one is an A5 size. They're much thinner than the original blocks, but they're quite easy to use. They don't weigh as much, they don't cost as much, so obviously we can sell them a lot cheaper. I think I'm right in saying that the 2 blocks are £7.50, which you could have paid more than that for one of the original ones. So now I've got ink all over this piece of card, so we'll turn it over. So we ink up our Lovebirds stamp, and we stamp it in the middle of the piece of card. It's come out nice and crisp. The next thing you need to do is you need to stamp the image again onto some kind of masking sheet, and then you mask your image. Looks about right, I think. And then using the border stamp, you're going to stamp the background in place. I'm going to use different parts of the stamps so that it isn't just repeated straight across. It sort of looks like it's one big stamp that you've used. So your first panel, I like it to overhang the edge of the card so that you don't get a sort of like white border down the side. That's the first one. I ink a different part of the stamp. And I line up the edge of the stamp with the previous panel so that it fits. Wouldn't overlap it, but it just leaves a little border. So again, for the last panel, but stamp it in a different place to what I did last time. So this bit you can see is that bit there, so I'm going to make sure that the top bit starts much further up so we get the whole of that half. Again, align it just down. That looks good. And then you peel off your mask, put it back in the box for next time. It sticks really well to the plastic case. At some stage I'd really like to start supplying you with masks for all the stamp sets, because not everybody's got the the material that they can use to create the masks, and I just think they're really useful. So the last thing we need to do is to stamp the lovebirds. Now in this one there was a very convenient heart there, and I suppose we could put it there, but I think I might just put it down here instead on this card. So there's our little lovebirds stamp. Try and get it reasonably straight. These little stamps, when you cut them out, they're quite easy to actually get the ink on the edges. So I think, where should we go? I think I'm going to put it in line with the branch. It doesn't show up as much as it does in the hearts, but maybe you need to keep that in mind when you're doing your first piece of the border. Well, the last thing we need to do a line around the edge. With this one, I've put the ruler sort of like quite close to the edge and then run a red Posca pen down, and I've done it all the way round. The other quicker way you could do is to get your ink pad and to just wipe it down the edges of the card. It's quite random, so some bits will give you a nice small border, other bits will be a bit more splodgy, and like there it goes into the card a bit more, but you can do whatever you like. As they say, any imperfections you can see, you can just say, oh, it was meant to be like that. So we line that up on there, and then that's ready to mount into your card. On this one I stamped another image inside, but I smudged it, and as you can see I also didn't leave it to dry, so when I shut the card like that it's soaked in, so don't make my mistakes. Right, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this and that you will enjoy creating something similar, but it gives you an idea of what these stamps can be useful. See you soon. Thanks. Bye.